From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Just about set for football. Blake Groupie is ready to get us started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The 20. 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Watson, 47 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A shotgun handoff now, the middle. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Winston. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Winston now. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. gun. Winston. That is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead. Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show them.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A run by Pacheco on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From midfield, here's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action now. Winston. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside handoff now, Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Winston. Completes it to Perry. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 38 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Turnover on down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
21, Chiefs 6.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail.
He's got a man, complete. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Score still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's Winston. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. First down, Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston to throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, on is Lou Hedley to punt for New Orleans. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled in the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taylor now from the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Play fake. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll run. It's Miller. And some space here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Throwing. Winston. Into the hands of Perry. Complete. It'll be a gain of 5. Third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The slot man in motion right. On third down, Winston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get. Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. hits him. Brought down for a sack. Final minute now in the third quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 40-yard line.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play fake. Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And bulldozing his way through. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Following the interception, Winston. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Winston now. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Saints have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and oh, he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you,